Hey, what's up? This is Golu, and how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So, that is the video of today, and I just want to ask about something like, as you know that it is my practice session, so I try to talk in English because of my influency. Why I'm saying fluency? Okay, just I wanna getting my fluency, and just I feel like better day by day. So it is a very important and praiseworthy thing for me, and nothing enough. So that is very important to me. And after that, I really appreciate myself because of it is all about my consistency. I'm very consistent to my uh, um fluency, and I'm really be grateful for me because I am working hard for that, and I'm very determined to myself because I just try to explain you what I'm doing. And I'm just as you know that I'm a aspirant of SSC. So ever I miss my subjects or not, when I don't want to study more and more, I quit it. But even I don't want to to talk with myself, I never quit that. I never miss one day. When after 6 months I try to use as much as I can, I try to speak as much as I can. So it is very important for me because um as you know that it is the only way to get succeed in any place, in any field. You have to be consistent with that. You have to be determined for this, that anything particularly. So you have to be determined. So as I know that I have to be like the I have to be like the person who is a very influent. So I have just focus on my consistency and to rely on my consistency. So it is the only thing which I get a fluent English. So that is enough for me and my explanation. So I'm here to explain you all the things why this is happening, and why was this is happening with me, and how can I be fluent like I'm here and I'm just talking to you without any type of fear because of only my consistency. And what? And my English speaking, nothing else. So if you really want to be fluent, if you really want to get fluency, you have to be consistent. Even a 5 minutes is enough for you. Even I was doing that thing for only for 10 minutes, nothing much more, and I get confident in English, and I am able to talk with any person, and able to understand anyone. So it is a very praiseworthy for me. And I, first of all, if you are getting something like me, you have to praise yourself like me. I'm always praising myself to be happy and be motivated and do something much more than I am now. So it is important. If you really be want to something, if you really want to be something, and you really want to get something, so you have to, first of all, you have to praise yourself if you are trying. Okay, first of all, trying is a very, not trying, trying is a very most important thing in your life. If you are trying to achieve anything and you have determination to do anything, it is a certain point which I call ever when I'm talking to a person. First of all, you have to be determination, you have to work on it. And second thing is that if you are working on anything, you have to praise yourself because it is important. If you really get motivated and do all the time and determine to yourself what you are doing, just praise yourself. It is the important thing for you. Okay, so that is the important thing. And I really want to be fluent ever, and I just dreamed like I want to be fluent, and I just get the fluency, how do the people talk with other peoples, and how do the people is think in English. So it is like the very curious thing for me, how can the people is talking with each other, and how the people is just just asking with each other. Even I try one sentence or two, is just get enough for me. In my past, I just use one or two sentences I use with that, and I get enough for that. I'm not able to speak words or sentences. Okay, so that is the biggest failure for me, and I'm never demotivated for that type of things. Okay, I was never demotivated because I know that I was determined to that. Initially, I know that I was determined in any situation, in any circumstances. I'm very determined what I have to do and what is really work for me. And very simple thing, very simple thing is work for anyone. Just if you really wanna be, I repeat my sentences. If you really wanna be what, if you really wanna be succeed in your any field, just do with your consistency. Okay, even you have forget anything, just forget everything. Okay, even your appetite, your hunger, but never miss your one day in your field what you want to become. It is the gap between a failure and a succeed person. Okay, successful person. If you gap that particular thing, you will fail. You will be failure. You will face your failures, and it is all about that thing. I'm not talking just about like if you can't do. I'm just your situation is going worst. In that case, you can't do anything. But if you are tiring day, if you get a 2 minutes enough to do in your field, just do that. If you get 1 minute for your plan, for your goal, just do that. It is important thing for you. And I ever motivate myself, I ever try to just focus on ourselves. I got a time to do something, I'll do that. I never miss 1 minute from me. Okay. And there was a day I was not able to do anything. I can't do anything. I just forget that. I just live with that, and I don't try to do that because I can't do anything. There was a situation where my situation is going worse and worse. In a January, I can't do anything. Even I not able to study more and more because of uh, my my papa was demised. So I can't do anything. So that's why I never think about that. I never think it's a failure. It's just a part of my life. So there was some day in your life also you can't do anything. So never think about that. I'm not also talking about that. कि जब I don't have anything. I can't afford. I'm effortless. So how can I do that? I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about that. Suppose you're going to just going to anywhere, and you get 1 or 2 minutes enough to for your work or your goal. Just spend on them. Okay, just invest on them. This is the basic point for you, and this is the basic thing for you if you really wanna be fluent. Never miss 1 minute or 2 minutes. It's enough for you. Okay, so focus on that type of thing. It is very very important for you, and yes, if we are if we really wanna be successful. Okay, so that is the most important thing for all of us. Okay, so that is enough, and let's talk about another thing. Like you are motivated, you are consistent even to try to just get your goal. But the thing is that sometimes you feel demotivated in your journey, and it is 100% of chances to get demotivated and even don't wanna do. So that type of thing and that type of time is very necessary, because there will a time where you have to focus more, where you have to just like do in spite of you don't want to do. Okay, so that is a very important thing for you. When I felt that, I go over with that situation. Okay, I went over that situation, but I have to do that. I will do. I just did it. I don't want to speak much and much. Even right now, I don't want to speak right. I'm just truly say to you. But this is my part of my life. This is the thing which I really have to do because of my future. I have to do that. So I'm don't listen my mind. I'm just doing what is very necessary for me. And ever a greatest person, a succeeded person, you can listen that, like, if he don't want to do anymore for his goal, he don't have any type of courage that time, even he do that situation in a that situation, because he is not thinking about that particular situation. He's just thinking about his future. Okay, so let remind your mind, it is not depend on your right now, it is totally depend on your future. So just focus on your future and do that for something for your future. It is really needed for you. Okay, so that type of thing is very important for you and me also. If I don't wanna do, I have to do. If I don't have a time, when I get a 1 minute, I will do it. So that type of courageousness you needed if you really been a successful person. Okay, in a English speaking, in any field, bro, any field, if you have getting a 1 minute, do that. Just like you wanna like a runner, you don't wanna be a like a runner. Okay, you get a 1 minute, just run it. Okay, so it is all about, okay, just give me, it is all about, not about you can't get a much benefit of your 1 minute running, but the thing is that it's maintain your consistency, and consistency have a greater advantage. It is unbelievable thing in this world, consistency. If you are consistent in anything, you will succeed one day, 100% of guarantee, bro. It is all about that. If you are be consistent in anything, you will get it. If you don't want to do, you are doing, you will get it what you want to do. Garam hai bhai. Okay, so that is the point. What is I wanna ask? I implicit in your mind. Okay, implant instill you in your mind. Okay, so that is a very important thing for you. You don't wanna do, you have to do. Okay, you don't have a time, you have to do. In any situation, try to do it. Okay, bro. Just like a fastidious person for in any time, in any situation. Okay, this is a very needed thing for you if you will be succeed people. Okay, so let's talk about another thing, like how can you visualize more and more, how can you think about your growth, how can you analyze your growth, even you are growing or not, how can you see that. So as I here's a point I wanna add here. If you really wanna be a growth, if you really wanna be see your growth, just look at where you were and where you are now. Okay, don't don't need to compare with yourself with other people. Just compare where you were and where you are now. Just compare with your day 1 to day 40 or 30 or even what you are doing. Okay, no need to compare with the other people, because if you are comparing with other people, you are just see the loser, you are just be the loser in yourself and see also. So don't need to just compare with other people, just compare yourself with yourself and your days with another days. It is enough for you. Okay, I'm just like the person who is compared with other people, but now right, I'm just comparing with myself, not anyone, because I know the what is my potential. Okay, so that is the needed point, and that is a very important point, I think so. If you really been a person who is a really want to compare, just compare with yourself, nothing else, bro. Don't need to think about other people, just compare with yourself. If you're comparing with your here's a one more point, because it's a very important point. Note it. If you really want to do that, if you're thinking that like it is a very crucial and important for you, just note it. If you are comparing with other people, you can't get much things. And second thing is that you are totally demotivated if you are comparing with other people. But even if you are compared with your day 1 to day 100, comparing you to yourself, you are just getting much more than you think. Okay, and even you have a chances, even a 99% of chances, 98%, 95%, 90 plus percent of chances, you beat them where you are comparing. You beat them. Who really wanna be you became, you will become. Okay, that is the most important point for you. If you really wanna be compared with other people, just nothing much you are getting. But if you are comparing yourself, you beat them. Who really wanna be compare yourself, who you really just comparing yourself. Okay, that is the most important thing, because you don't have a time, bro. You don't have a time to compare with other people. You are just focusing on yourself, your work, and other things, which you improves you. That is the most point. That's the most important point. Okay, so that is the point what I am just inculcate you. Don't compare with other people. It is the biggest mistake in your life, whole life. If you are comparing, just remove that unnecessary habits on your whole life. Don't compare with other people. Don't jealous with other people. Just need to compare yourself with yourself. You to yourself. It is needed, bro. It is needed. No need to compare with other people. You're not getting any benefit of that. Just compare yourself with other person of you. Okay. Compare your day one anything. Compare your day one to day 100, day 365. You will get much more than, bro. Initially, it is awkward, I think so, because in my case, I feel awkward when I'm comparing myself. But after that, it is habitual to me, and I'm always compare myself, and I'm far more greater than I have. When I'm comparing myself, look at the past, I feel I'm just grown much more. This is the very important point. Okay, you are comparing yourself, you are growing. But the thing is that if you are comparing with other people, you are just losing yourself, because this is only fill up with demotivated things, because he is almost day 30 and you are in a day 1. How can you compare yourself with other people? How can you able? Here there is a 46 days, there is a 4,000 days much more away from you. How can you compare you day 1 with the other day 400 or 4k days, 4,000 days? How can you compare? It is impossible, bro. But you are regular with your work, you are strict with your work, you are just doing what you really want to do. You compete them 110%. At the point you compete them, you will get much more far away from the people. It is really massive, because your consistent is compounding day by day. Okay, so our next point is that consistency. Okay, so let's dive in that particular topic. Consistency. Consistency is not just about day 1, day 2, day 3. Okay, it is like a day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 100. Okay, you are going just a series of a number, day 1, day 2, and after day 100, it is not day 101. It is turn up into the day 100 to day 200, 200 to 400, 400 to 600, 600 to 1200, 1200 to 2400. It is compounding. It is totally compounding, and I feel that it is totally compounding. If you really be consistent with your work, if you really want, if you really just go with your goal, nothing else. It is totally compounding. Trust me, because I'm just facing this situation. I'm just consistent with my work. Okay, even I can't do, I try to do, and I face that type of things. I'm not calling like I'm a succeed person. I'm just in a way, and I try to be succeed. And in my case, I know that I will be the success person, because I'm totally positive mindset person. I'm not thinking about the lack of things. I'm not thinking about the unpositive things of the positive sides of things. I'm just a positive person, and just try to get the surroundings of my positiveness. I'm not thinking about the other things. I'm just focused on myself, and just try to explain anyone who just try to be with me. Try to explain that particular person to just like in a positive way. Go in a positive way. All things happen in a way. Okay, no need to just plug that things. Okay, just go in a right way. Just focus on your goal. All things going in a way, and don't need to think on the other perspectives. Just go in a positive way. In any circumstances, just go in a positive way. I always try to do that, because it is the important thing for me. I always try to be positive and try to explain in a positive way in my even unpleasant situation also. I try to explain in a positive way. And I'm not that type of person. A few years ago, a few months ago, I'm just because of my God, and I totally attribute that type of things to my God. Be like the person who's a really a positive side, a positive viewer, and try to do in a positive way. And it is the important thing for me. Okay, bro, this is needed, bro. And if really be a person who is really